Over the past decade, India has made a remarkable economic growth and prosperity. But poverty continues to be a biggest challenge for the nation. According to a new study by the World Bank, India accounts for one-third of the world poor, or people living on less than $1.25 a day. The report comes days after the World Bank proposed a $12 to $20 billion plan to reduce poverty levels over 4 years in poorer Indian states.
It surely shows that, I think somewhere our programs are not reaching people. People are not getting jobs at all. So there is, growth happening without jobs. And I would say, I think this also indicates to the governance problems in the country that there are huge levels of corruption. There's no dearth of money. Money is there, but the money is not with the poor people at all. Money is with the rich and the government bureaucrats who are making most of it.
The study The State of Poor, Where Are the Poor and Where Are the Poorest, found the number of extremely poor people had declined from half the world's population, but voiced concern about the continuing levels of high poverty in sub-Saharan Africa and India. The study was based on the data released in the latest World Development Indicators. Despite India's economy showing signs of progress in recent years, experts say the figures are not enough for the country, which needs 20 million new jobs every year. On the other hand, India's population is expected to reach 1.5 billion by 2026, and the country needs to do everything it can to prevent poverty increasing further.
Well, I would say that we require more economic growth. But even with this economic growth, if the jobs were there, I think it's a jobless growth actually. So it's more, I think economy in terms of infrastructures that's coming up, big investments coming up. But in terms of nature of job for the people, I think it's not happening at all. So that's the reason why you might have 6% growth. But if the growth is not equitably distributed, problem is there.
The country's problems are further compounded by poor health services, child malnutrition and inadequate education and training. In the recent months, countries like US and the UK have significantly reduced aid due to their perception of India as the world's fastest economy. The US has recently announced a 16% aid reduction to India, while Britain announced it will end its £280 million per year aid program. Despite its economic growth, India's image has gone down. Poverty continues unabated. Inequality has widened, making poor people poorer and the rich richer. Apart from that, India has the highest rates of child and maternal mortality. Munawar Zaman, Press TV, New Delhi.